This week's podcast is brought to you by the Beefy Boys. Just three cool dudes hanging out, talking about sports, video games, music, and whatever else they feel like. Find them at their website, www.beefyboys.com. Also, where you find your other podcasts, iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, all the regulars. The Beefy Boys, the best show on planet Earth.
Hi, I'm Renee.
And I'm Jess.
And we're the Deerfoot Sisters. Sorry to interrupt, but we have some breaking news.
We wanted to let you know that right now you're actually only listening to the second best podcast on planet Earth.
That's right. If you want to check out the world's best podcast, search Deerfeet on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, all the regulars.
Deerfeet's a podcast featuring two sisters talking about life and all the kooky things it brings, like rhymes.
So when you're done listening to this episode, be sure to check out Deerfeet. Or you can just do it right now. Thanks!
A good podcast requires a good beer. So that's why I always go to my go-to, Keystone Light. If I'm going to the store, I don't want to buy a 12-pack. I want to go for a legit 15-pack. When I go to a party, I don't take Rainier. I take Keystone Light. And you know what? It tastes so good, I'm going to have it right now. Cheers, folks. Yeah, there's a burp coming in. That's good. Buzz.
All right, you're on.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Beefy Boys Bud Club. We've got a little bit of a shake-up here. I'm going to tell you why. Because we've got not only one, but we've got two guests. Because, one prayer equals one like for Vito. He's out sick. And
He's
so
not hella hungover this time.
He's not hungover.
He just has
Poor
a
guy's
migraine.
just, he can't do anything with fucking migraine. Anyway, it is my humble honor to introduce my girlfriend Hailey, who's been a part of the show before, and my boyfriend Claude.
Hello.
Who we've been waiting to get in here since last year, since around this time last year.
The man, the myth, the legend, the urban legend.
The urban legend is
Claude.
in the fucking building, in the flesh. Say something.
Thank you guys for having me on.
There he is. He's fucking real.
I'm glad to finally be here.
We're happy to have you, man. I mean, it's been a hectic couple of weeks with you shooting fucking rockets and shit. Mm-hmm. It's it's an interesting thing though. I mean, I will hear a little bit more about that if you can talk about it. That is, if you can't.
He's not like shooting rockets at Canada or something. It's not a secret government program. I mean.
It's true. You never know. I don't know. He's fucking Romanian. You never know with these guys.
What? I mean, yeah, they're all vampires and shit over there, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, God. Burp. I actually helped somebody that was Romanian the other day. It was actually really interesting because I talked about the house wine that you mentioned, and she knew exactly what I was talking about, which was hilarious because I was like, I want to go to Romania so bad, and then she just said, why? She was like, why do you want to go to Romania? I was like, what the fuck? I want to go see it. My best friend's fucking Romanian. I got to check it out. It's like, what would Claude do in Mexico?
Fucking party it up.
Hell yeah, dude. And so, babe, you're here representing the Sounders. How's that? How does it feel? You're the only one in this fucking household that watches soccer.
Yeah.
And it must be pretty exciting with them coming to Seattle. How about those tickets, though?
I hate SeatGeek.
Yeah. Fuck
I hate
SeatGeek.
SeatGeek. SeatGeek's a pain in the ass.
So the thing is the Sounders are, in people terms who don't watch soccer like myself, this is how I got it described to me. The Sounders are playing and hosting the Super Bowl of soccer.
MLS.
The MLS Cup, yeah.
The MLS Cup.
Thank you very much.
I didn't know what the fuck that was the first year the Sounders were playing in it, and when they won, I was like, well...
You're really underselling this, man. They beat LAFC, who had the best record in the history of the MLS. Like, this is like the Patriots losing to the Giants. That's how big that game was, man.
Well, I remember I was sitting there with you at your, uncle's house, and there was, 5 people watching the game, and it ended with those penalty kicks. And
dude, that was the Yeah, that was the Christmas party.
Right.
The Secret Santa Christmas party. And
yeah.
we were watching it, and then the game ends, and everybody's celebrating like they fucking won something huge. And Claude, I think Claude, you, me, and Jackie were just kind of like, whatever. And then she was like, they just won the Super Bowl of soccer. And I was like, oh. Then they went back to play Toronto the year after that, and they got their fucking shit pushed in, bro. And then, this is their first time back. They're hosting Toronto, which should be fun. Tickets went from $35 a game to $350 a game. So
It's a
have fun, people.
championship.
Yeah, but
No,
it's still
'cause
soccer. It's fucking soccer.
So like on, I think what was it, Friday? I think Friday. No. Yeah. So I was just chilling there doing my like training, and so they went on sale at 10. But I didn't realize, but some freaking a-holes decided to get in there early because I guess they released the tickets at 10, but you can wait in line beforehand, which I didn't know. God damn it. And so I go and 10 o'clock, click the link, in line, and just like keep waiting. And then by like within 20 minutes, people were like, oh, it's already sold out. And they were reselling them for like $2,500 in like section 142 or something like that. I'm like,
That's sports for you. And
I mean, it's just any show in general, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's all like that.
And Claude, you got cucked out of some tickets this weekend, didn't you?
I did. I was offered Seahawks tickets here at home for $150 and some good seats, I guess, right?
Well, they're fucking awesome seats.
Yeah. Anyway, some 14-year-old kid I don't know, apparently.
He cucked you, dude.
Yeah.
Straight up.
That was going to be my first Seahawks/football game.
So you attempted to buy tickets from a child?
No.
I was thinking.
So it was one of our buddies one of our buddies' buddy was selling his season tickets.
Okay.
So he was going to go with our buddy, but then the 14-year-old kid gets the ticket. But why don't you do the Hummus J technique?
What's that?
So when we went to the game a couple weeks ago, sorry, I had to burp that one out. Almost threw up on the mic.
Coors
we
Light,
went-
the perfect beer for taking your bra off or whatever the hell that commercial I just saw.
Or shower, but oh, there are the
dog
dogs.
agrees.
The dogs are back. So, Claude, this is a reoccurring thing on the shows. One, we talk about you not being on the show, so we're fucking happy to have you here. And the dogs are always a part of the show, just naturally because they don't shut the fuck up. And now the yard guys are a big fucking... The yard guys have introduced themselves as part of the show as well.
That young girl like straight up made eye contact with me and Vito for like an uncomfortable long amount.
He stood right fucking there.
Blowing leaves at the door.
At the door.
What are you doing? Just get a broom, for Christ's sake. It's a porch.
God.
So we went to the game a couple weeks ago when they lost to when they got fucking killed by the Ravens. But everybody paid $150 to go. So Hummus J shows up. He's in like fucking sweatpants.
Is this
and
like a friend of yours?
He's my brother's friend from work. They
And
met
his
at
name
work.
is Hummus J?
Well, that's what we call him.
Okay.
His name is Jay, but he's Hummus Jay. But there's a whole story between that. I can tell the story another time, or Jackie can come on
Your
the show.
brother's never
going to
be on the show.
He should. He's a little bitch.
Shots fired.
So his buddy goes to Seahawks games, waits for the opening drive, and then goes up to the window and asks for tickets. And they'll sell you, floor level tickets for about $150. So when we were all the way up in the 300 levels watching Russell Wilson throw a pick six, he was in the 100s watching Russell throw a pick six. So lucky him. Damn. Hey, here's a question for you, Claude. Did you ever think that the Seahawks, when I was drunk and on my tangents, like in around May or, even let's go July, or you weren't here in July. Okay, so let's say June. When I said that the Seahawks were going to be 13-3, did you ever see them being 6-2 this season?
Honestly, no. I think we have a bunch of new receivers. We lost Baldwin. I mean, Lockett was great, but I didn't see him doing as well as he has still.
He's been a part of the offense, and he's doing good. But the beauty of it is, a guy like DK Metcalf, somebody that we were all excited about, especially you and me were fucking
Right.
jizzing in our shorts when we found out he got drafted, just because Seahawks lacked a big pick like that. Like when you got the Seahawks, they usually trade out of the first round and pick people like CJ Prosise or people like Rashad Penny or something like that. But to finally go out there and make a big pick who was somebody that was supposed to go in the first round. I don't know how he didn't go in the first round. But
No one thought he was going in the first round until his pre-draft workouts. And then everyone was like, he's going to be the first receiver picked. And everyone else was like, you're an idiot. And then he went in the second round like he should have. I mean,
he's fucking awesome, dude.
no, he runs one route.
Also,
for Christ's sake.
Props to Russell Wilson for actually doing a great job after he gets paid.
I mean, yeah, Russell
what I mean?
Wilson's the reason
Big.
your team's any good.
Look
because
at
he's
everyone
a
else that gets
legit
paid
MVP
and see what they
candidate.
do after it.
Big.
That's the
Odell
shock
gets
right
traded.
there.
I don't know.
Dude, fucking Browns. I can't believe. I mean, you were telling me that you would put money on them to win the Super Bowl.
I would have, yeah.
And I'm not going to lie to you, I probably would have. Seeing them on paper and seeing them on the field is two different things. Because the Browns looked fucking amazing on paper.
They didn't have a coach. We knew that from day
That's
one.
the thing is fucking Freddie Kitchens is too busy reading his Sherry's Pies menu and can't fucking figure out how to use any of his talent. You've got Nick Chubb who obviously just does his thing. You don't need to teach him to do anything.
We
He
took
just
an
runs all
intentional
over the
delay of
place.
game so that the kicker would have a better chance of making the field goal. Like, kickers are more accurate from closer to the end zone, Freddie Kitchens, than further away. I don't know what you're talking about.
It depends.
No,
if
it
you're
doesn't.
if you're kicking
The hash marks are the distance apart of the pylons in the NFL. It doesn't make a difference.
if you're kicking from the fucking like kicking a 20-yard field goal or 25-yard field goal, I'm taking the delay and I'm
guessing the
crazy.
Seahawks do
That's
that
why
too.
you're not an NFL coach, man.
Actually, I mean, I'm pretty sure I do a job better than most coaches out there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were the
Well, they're
head
all
coach of the
terrified.
Romanian
started-
football league.
I started
the
playing
Unreal
Madden 20
RFL.
last week and already
Oh,
won
yeah?
my first Super Bowl on rookie.
Yeah, this guy.
I won my
difficulty,
first
so-
NBA championship as the Toronto Raptors playing as center.
Damn.
So we only lost 8 games all season.
You know, if you think I wouldn't be a head coach, why don't you look at the fucking team I've built on Madden over
Again,
the last 2 years?
that doesn't mean anything.
When you're
Oh my
winning, when you're
God.
winning 73-14 in Madden, in NFL teams, man, you're a head coach. I'm gonna go coach for Toledo.
There is evidence of me saying that the Seahawks were going to have nothing on the 49ers this year, and I have been proven right. So
They haven't even played yet, man.
Yeah, the
the
Cardinals
49ers are
almost beat 'em.
undefeated. Yeah, they didn't though. The Cardinals didn't. The
I mean,
Cardinals already
a
beat
win's
the
a win.
Seahawks?
All right, a win's a win. And the funniest thing is with 49ers fans, they make fun of the Seahawks for barely winning games, even though the 49ers have barely won some of their games, and then they go, a win's a win. Well, same here, fuckers. And we'll see you guys on Monday night on the 11th. It's going to be a bloodbath. I'm going to say Russell Wilson throws 1 interception, and he also throws for over 300 yards.
Yeah,
and I say
right.
Chris
No
Carson
way.
fumbles the ball once and runs for about 53 yards.
53, about 53. You could.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say he has 25 carries and runs for 52 yards.
Let's guess on what the longest sack Russell Wilson will take.
I don't know, man. He's been good this season on not taking those stupid fucking rollbacks and getting knocked back 25 yards in the
Right.
backfield or 18 yards, which is, And another thing I love for the Seahawks is they aren't starting their drives 1st and 20. Like last year when they would walk out in the field, Seahawks fans just knew this was going to go from a 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line to 1st and 20, half the distance away from the goal, and then 3 and out. That's what we expected. But this year, the defense is spotty. Their linebackers are great.
Terrible. I thought you said they were terrible.
Linebackers are great. The defensive backs, whew. And it's just the tackling. The defensive backs and their tackling. Their
That's
coverage
not what
is
defensive
good.
backs are for, though, man.
The coverage is good, but their tackling is fucking.
They shouldn't need to
atrocious.
tackle if they're good at coverage.
Well, sometimes people catch the ball, Joe.
Not if they're covered.
Come on.
Yes.
Right
Oh,
up
you
there,
watched it
cover.
up there in the Huskies game. Fucking Easton was throwing into triple coverage all day until it finally bit him in his ball sack. Fucking kill me, dude. That game sucked. Go Dogs.
Let's go Dogs.
God, sorry, I have to reposition. My fucking spinal cord slipping out of its socket. So tell us about your adventure in the desert.
In the desert. All right. This past weekend, I had to go on over to the Colville Reservation north of the Grand Coulee Dam to test out some rockets. Well, what these rockets do is fly up to about 3,000 feet, stop, and then shoot straight down.
The videos are fucking awesome, by the way, because you literally can't see anything until like the missiles until it's like pretty close to impact. It's pretty awesome. But so you said somebody called the police,
Right. So after our first launch, which it was windy, and these rockets fly into the wind, so they just flew over the hills we were aiming for, and these have no guidance, so they just shoot up and land somewhere random. Anyway, it lands like 2 miles away, and it's in the range of the town that's nearby. I don't know what it's called, but the sheriff drives up there, and he's like, yeah, the locals reported a meteor strike. I'm just coming to investigate what's going on. Obviously, you guys aren't doing that. And we left our other 3 rockets unattended next to some cars, along with like rocket motors and stuff. And he's like, for a second, I thought you guys were doing something against, like kind of some suspicious activities, but I ain't seen any
suspicious activities.
He's
like
like
a bunch of fucking dudes in cargo pants and shit.
He said he's
hey,
like,
officer.
I haven't seen any rockets like these in Fallujah, so I think you guys are all right? He's like, yes,
Yes,
sir.
we're not terrorists in rural Washington County in the desert. No.
Didn't you
anyway.
stay at a one-star motel?
I did.
Now,
And
see, I imagined he was wearing like a lab coat and goggles,
No,
They say
dude.
cargo
No.
pants.
They look like what they look like. They dress like mercenaries, but they all look like scientists. So you've got dudes in like bucket hats and then like big beards and then cargo pants and vests. But then you see the people who are in the pictures and you're like, oh yeah, these guys are scientists.
And why did you have to launch these rockets?
it's just research. Yeah.
I love for the name of research.
science.
Science.
Well, it's because you guys are studying the
Yeah,
Earth
we're-
or some shit.
yeah.
How
We're taking samples of the rock using rockets.
What?
fucking
So,
sweet.
to take a sample of the rock, you have to launch something 3,000 feet into the air? Why not just dig?
Yeah. I'm supposed to analyze what happens to those rocks when you hit it with something going Mach like 1.5.
I see.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Anyway, yeah, we were in that one-star motel and taking apart these nose cones and filling them up with electronics. We had this like silica powder stuff that looked like cocaine. It was just a
I saw your
great-looking
picture,
time.
dude. It literally looked like a drug op, and then it looked
Yeah.
like you guys were building weapons.
So they
Like
were.
this is happening in a one-star motel.
And this is 100 feet from the fence line to where the like access denied area of Grand Coulee Dam is. Yeah. Well, good stuff.
That sounds like fun.
Good times.
I fucking love hanging out in the desert sometimes. Especially before it
much
gets all
sand.
snowy and shit. Well, it's not sandy out there. It's just rocky. It's all
Too
rocky
dry,
and shit.
though.
I don't know, dude. Ellensburg's
The dog
beautiful.
agrees
It
again.
was 18 degrees in the morning. And
That's cold.
yeah.
Yeah, I had to go out defrost my car. It felt like my fucking pecker was gonna fall off, dude. It was so cold this week, and then unfortunately, Hailey doesn't take any vitamin C, and then you want to blame the fan for getting you sick.
It was the fan.
It's not the fan.
Yes,
Everybody
it
in this
is.
world is getting sick right now.
No, it was the
The fan
fan
has
because
nothing
it
to
happened
do with it.
overnight.
Have you tried Parmigiano Reggiano? It doesn't have much lactose in it.
What?
Vitamin C?
What?
What? Vitamin cheese, right? You're talking about vitamin
I just
cheese.
thought of like some way because that's what I put on my.
Well, we do have a lot of Parmesan.
Yeah.
Fucking, you know who would fit in really well here? Spaghetti Stew. Spaghetti Stew would find himself he'd find himself in a very good home here, especially with all this Parmesan. So here's something for you, Joe. Have you ever heard of a bean shot?
A bean
God.
shot?
A bean shot.
No.
You gotta have them beans.
So Bush's baked beans.
Yes.
So we were out in Leavenworth one
Okay.
time. This is where
Claude's.
Claude's legacy is really being like how it gets built. So we were hanging out. We're playing Pong. We're getting ready to go out, hit the town.
So we're just not the 70s computer game Pong, guys.
Yes, we're playing beer pong, and then we're in the kitchen. It's me, Claude, and Blake, and we're passing around a Hornitos bottle, just taking pulls out of the half gal, and then we bring up a Black Velvet bottle and start taking pulls out of that. And so as we're passing around the Black Velvet, Claude sees the can of baked beans that I bought for the trip, just because I fucking love baked beans. Claude opens up the can and pours some of it into a cup, and then he pours Black Velvet into the cup and mixes his beans with his Black Velvet and takes the shot. I have the video still, and it almost made me throw up. But he's taking these like they're no big deal. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. And then finally, this year when we went to Blake's cabin, I fucking did a bean shot. And it was vodka. Like, what kind of vodka was it, dude? It wasn't even... Was it platinum?
Yeah, it was platinum.
So you had platinum mixed with barbecue baked beans that weren't even Bush. They were like Walmart brand.
Yeah.
Or
Knockoff. Like
some other... They were like...
Shrub.
Shrubbed.
Gross.
Shaved baked beans. And so it's...
I feel like every guest you've had on has had a Claude story. My favorite is still when he woke up on the linoleum tiles after the party, and then wherever my friend Katie was, you're like, oh man, she has a sleeping bag and a mattress, and I had to sleep on the floor. Or the time he took a stick of butter and left 50 cents for your mom or whatever.
Oh, no, for my dad. He came over and asked my dad if he had any butter. My dad was like, yeah, we have butter, and fucking Claude went and grabbed one of the sticks out of the fridge and started eating it. Claude was the original keto bandito. He was the reason why I got on the kick.
Your dad, I don't ever want to see you do that again. Claude, I will cook food for you. I don't want to see you do that.
Oh my god. He just grabs a stick of butter out of our fridge. And this is like, we didn't even know he was on a diet. So it's like, do you guys have any butter? We're like, yeah, we have butter. Goes in the fridge, comes back, and we're watching a Seahawks game. Sits down on the couch and unwraps this thing of butter and just takes a big bite out of it like it's a piece of cheese.
Like it's a banana.
Or like a banana, yeah. It was like...
Here's a tip. You got to go for the sweet cream butter. Don't go for the, kind of, what's it called? Sour tasting cultured butter. Sweet cream butter. It's all metallic otherwise. It's not good.
I'm going to say the only person that eats butter from the source is you, my friend.
I don't know if that's true. You know.
What's that?
If you read any internet forums about intermittent fasting, they all advise you know what you can do to curb your hunger pangs? Just melt half a stick of butter in a cup of coffee in the morning, man. That's common piece of advice.
I mean, that's what I was doing. Remember, babe, when I was drinking those fucking coconut oil and butter coffees in the morning? Dude,
Fuck coconut.
Fuck you, dude.
I hate coconut. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm with them.
Coconut
gross.
LaCroix is still like the best flavor on earth.
Gross.
What?
It's so good, dude.
They came almost all the way back, man. 33-28 was the final.
Fuck them. Bow down to
they,
Washington.
They had a minute left when that happened, sadly.
Yeah, you give Utah the ball, and when they're dropping 30 to 40 yard receptions all second half, I don't think you're winning that game. Oh well, it is what it is. I mean, fuck them. They love them. I love them, but fuck them because the season's completely over. It was already over before this game started, but I said, hey, why not upset Utah? And so while we're on the sports,
I'm just glad
subject,
there's only one more home game because it fucks up my neighborhood so bad.
Oh.
I mean, that's like a high end neighborhood problem, I guess.
I do not live in a high end neighborhood. No, it is not.
Oh wait, no, because you're not referring to Ara's mom's house.
No,
You're
I'm referring to
your
my
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Claude's living in your old house.
I know.
Yep.
We're neighbors. I saw
You guys saw each other at Neighbors?
at the bus stop.
Oh.
I was like, hey, Joe. And I'm like, oh, hey, Claude.
Oh, man.
Neighbors. I haven't been to Neighbors in a long time.
I remember, you know what's weird, Claude, is you partied and passed out in that house before it became your house.
Yeah.
And that was when you saw. Here's the thing. I don't think that Met Market crew knew what alcohol really had the potential of until I joined the team.
What are you talking? I went to college, man.
You went to college, but I drink like I
remember that
college.
scene so fresh.
Yeah.
I get there, everyone's blasted, and everyone's holding beers, and for some reason spilling it all over the floor like you've never seen. I've never stepped on a floor so sticky like that house.
Ew.
And there was Vito falling over a table.
Oh man.
And then
Were you here on my birthday? You were here on my birthday, right?
He was here. I saw him. We saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see Vito on my
Yes.
birthday?
Oh.
Babe, did you see Vito?
Yeah, he was right here the whole entire time.
Yeah. I'm glad I left when I left.
And then
He
he's
has like he's got like caretakers and fucking his Iron Maiden shirts like drenched.
Yeah.
It was the most epic icing of Christian ever.
Oh, it made me ill.
Ara got you good, man.
Got me like the quart-sized ice. Speaking of ice, you know who's... So you know the Game of Thrones, like the fucking blue ice dude? Mm-hmm. That's Claude. Claude
He's
is
the Night King?
Claude is the ice... He's not the Night King, he's the Ice King. I have never seen somebody get iced more than him.
Oh, he's just gets iced all the time?
All
He's very
the
gullible? I
fucking
see.
time.
I'm just nice. I'm a nice dude that likes to do favors for people. Hey,
Like-
can you get
like
me a
drinking
fork out of there?
Smirnoff? Oh.
Yeah, dude. Hey, Claude, open up the oven. See if the that was the one that happened in Canada. Oh my God, Claude was there when I got thrown
Come on.
through a fucking
Someone
wall.
asked you to open a weird oven and you don't question it? Like, come on.
Oh God, babe, what's the drunkest you've ever seen both, or like me and Claude? Was it the apartment? Could it have been the apartment?
No, because I mean, I wasn't really like there that much.
Yeah, I don't think I met Hailey while we were around then.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you definitely met her.
Oh, I know, because we were watching the Huskies game. You guys were putting the card up.
The shopping cart.
Shopping cart.
Shopping
Yep.
cart, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think the left ride home when you're talking about APRs the other day was hilarious.
I think that probably was the drunkest I've ever been. Actually, I take that back. But that was probably like one of the more drunk I've been in a long time.
Yeah, that was
That
pretty
poor
funny.
fucking Lyft driver.
That was funny.
Sir, do you know what the difference is between a fucking bank and a credit union? No. Well, here, I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
They're both banks. And then she's arguing with me that it's not a fucking bank. I'm like, God.
Yeah.
Claude, I have a question about the Bundy house.
Sure.
Are any of the original residents still living in it?
Joanne is there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Joanne's there. Everyone else is.
Have you guys renewed again? I
Yeah.
imagine you must have.
Right, I think. Yeah, that'd be my second renewal now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. It's like that old proverb: if you have a ship on the ocean and you replace the mast and you replace the stern and you replace all the floorboards, so every piece of the ship is new, is it still the same ship? It's like that, but it's with your apartment.
Yeah, it's not the same. Like the whole house kind of used to like talk to each other and do shit together. Now it's just a bunch of strangers that are awkward and asocial.
Need to get Ara and I back in there, man.
I felt bad because during when you and I both had Husky season tickets,
Right.
fucking showing up to your house at like 10 a.m. with a beer bong and fucking like an 18 rack of Rolling Rock. Show up and I'm just screaming. I'm like, let's fucking go. Fucking slamming like 4 beers in your living room floor like in one go with that stupid beer bong. I love that thing. I don't even know where it is. I think Matt's parents used it to water their garden. I think that was the last I've heard of it. But yeah, babe, you haven't done a beer bong.
A what?
A beer bong.
What the hell's a beer bong?
It's like the funnel where you have the funnel and then you pour like 1 or 2 beers in there.
Is that the one that was like in the video yesterday that girl was trying to do, but the guy like blew back and like all the beer went in her face?
Yes, probably,
Okay.
most likely.
Take it from somebody who hates shotgunning. Those things are amazingly smooth. They just
Oh,
fun. You're like
yeah.
one of those ducks that gets force fed. Like
Why don't you just drink beer at like a leisurely pace, man? Why do you need all these
Yeah.
apparatuses to make it?
You went to college, man. You know,
Yeah,
you know
I did.
the drill.
I
all
have
about
done
the
keg stands in my life and all
DBI.
of
You
that.
gotta have a high DBI, direct beer injection into you.
Oh,
at 10 a.m.
DBI.
I ain't got time for your TLAs, man.
Dude, a direct,
That means 3-letter
a
acronym.
direct beer injection. I fucking love that. Have you guys ever seen those fucking syringes that are full of beer?
Ew.
Not like no.
have you
I'm not
seen-
talking like I'm not talking like Seattle Council syringes. I'm talking like Dave and Buster's syringes.
Right.
Have you seen them full of Jello shots?
Yes, Dave and Buster's. That place fucking rules, dude. We'll have to go there and do a live show at Dave and Buster's.
What?
After
No, thanks.
9 p.m. so all the
Yeah,
fucking
good.
snotty little kids can get the fuck out of there, and then all the big adult kids like me.
I'm excited for our live show at my wedding.
That's gonna be interesting. I still don't know how that's gonna
my
work.
second wedding is my fake wedding.
That's right. Yeah, I guess it would be your fake wedding because you guys already signed all your shit. Mm-hmm. Dang, Mr. and Mrs. Joe. Because I still can't pronounce your last name.
What, Rafus?
Rufus?
Rafus? You said it right the first time.
Rufus.
Breakfast.
Oh, man. You know, speaking of the apartment, babe, thank you so much for bringing up the shopping cart. You know who we were playing that day when we had the shopping cart? This is going to be a gut buster right here.
Was it Stanford?
Utah.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Undefeated Washington against Utah at Utah. And we were so fucking nervous for that game, but Dante Pettis had our back, dude. Speaking of Pettis, killing it with the fucking Niners. I love to see it. Love that guy. And I always thought that you and Pettis kind of looked eerily similar.
Oh, totally. There was a little, like, you know those little portraits they put at the bottom of the screen showing stats?
Yeah.
One of those, I was like, holy shit.
When they
that's
would
a
hide
picture of
like
me.
his poop hair,
Right.
you guys looked exactly
Is
alike.
it poop hair?
His hair looks like poop.
But
like
then
the
you see
poop
him, like,
emoji?
actually in real life, like, close up, and the dude looks nothing like me. It's just
Yeah.
kind of weird. I don't know.
I'd say like game day looks more like Claude, but Claude, you're like one of those. What's the chameleon conspiracy?
I morph. That's
Yes, he morphs. I love conspiracy theories. The ones with like fucking shapeshifters. Is that what they're called?
all. Shapeshitters.
Shapeshifters. Fucking chameleons that look like human beings. Like this is a fucking Marvel movie or some shit. Claude's one of those. Like if you're taking a picture, the guy transforms. But so talking about the apartment, every time we had 40 Friday. So you remember 40 Fridays?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I met Claude when I moved into the apartment, and I started working at Dunn Lumber. And Dunn Lumber on its own. I want you to tell me your favorite Dunn Lumber like story because I've told so many on here. I don't want to run the risk of telling the same one, but dude, Dunn Lumber is great. But 40 Fridays was something I introduced to. Is it you and Lewis?
Yeah.
It was like us three sitting in the living room watching fucking
It was anything.
anything on YouTube. I was just pulling up YouTube, watching anything, walking to 7-Eleven that was a block away twice to get 40s, and then going back there in the morning to get more 40s because we were like, fuck, we don't want to get hungover. We need to get more. Dude, Dunn Lumber, you gotta tell me your favorite moment from there, or a couple of them.
Favorite moment is hard, but most memorable, I sure have one. I don't know what we were doing the night before, but I had to sleep in my car outside of Dunn Lumber. And yeah, right before going into work, I puked about 3 times before the fence, behind a fence. I was probably like pale as a ghost and trying to help out customers, loading up their wood and shit. And just every customer I had to be like, excuse me, I have to go help somebody with something. I was still pretty much drunk, but super nauseous. So I would go in while I was helping somebody, go hide and puke, come back.
You would go into Heroin Alley. You went into Heroin
Right.
Alley and threw up a bunch.
So finally, I called it quits, and I went upstairs into our break room, laid on the floor, blocking the door so no one could get in there.
Oh my god.
And I think I probably passed out for 5 minutes, but like decided to be like, all right, it's time to own up to it. So I just went to my management and was like, hey, I don't feel so good. I'm gonna go sleep in my car till my lunch break. They were like, okay. So I did. You guys got slammed. And I was just sleeping in my car. Boots kicked up on the dashboard
You were
for like
you were in
2.5 hours. I don't know, 3.
It was like 3 hours. We were like, where the fuck did he go?
One of a kind.
And you go into the back of the parking lot, you just see Claude's fucking boots that were like duct taped together in the middle of the winter. It's pouring rain, and then you just see duct tape boots hanging on the dash, and Justin was like, "Fuck, dude, he fell asleep in there, man." But we had a good little solid crew there. But we had a solid crew. And I remember I was like the new guy into this crew. And of course, Justin said, "I'm going to fucking run you ragged," which was awesome. But so once I gimped around that place for a little bit and became part of it, we had like a pretty good solid group. And then we started getting new hires. All these fucking new hires. Dude, Snot Nose. Oh man. What we had a nickname for him. What was it? Was it Snot Nose? Was it Boogers? What was it, man? He had it. So
I think we gave a nickname to that dude that farted like nonstop, just constant.
Oh,
And not like loud farts, you know, they're just
No,
the ones
they're
you
just like-
smell.
yeah.
like
Claps or
holy
whatever.
shit.
like you're showing him how to do
Stop.
something and it just smells like a fucking omelet, and you're like, dude.
Did you just shit yourself?
Fuck. Yeah, seriously, man. And you know,
Constantly.
skinny people got those really like.
We back when I was on the fishing boats, there was this guy who notoriously got really drunk and shit all over the bathroom, and they called him Shit Show Joe because his name was Joe.
Nice.
You've lived with a lot of Joes, haven't you?
We also had a guy who got real drunk and fell off his boat into the ocean.
Oh.
He survived.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
We called him Splashdown. He hated that nickname.
how do you fall off the? How do you like get drunk and then go out and like hang out where you can fall off?
Well,
the
he was
boat?
trying to get back to the boat. He fell off the dock getting on the
Oh,
boat.
I see. Okay, I thought you guys were like out at
like
the
at
sea.
No.
Okay,
that's a
that's
federal
what I was
crime, man.
Oh, to be
We
drunk?
should
To be drunk out there in the middle of the ocean?
Oh yeah, especially
Really?
on,
How do you
on-
guys sing sea
on a-
shanties?
on a working boat.
Yeah, sailors
we
are a
don't
bunch of
sing
posers.
sea shanties, man. They get drunk in
Serious?
port. That's why they have that reputation of being real drunk, because they're not allowed to get drunk at sea. It's again a federal crime.
Well, that sounds bogus. I wouldn't be a fucking fisherman if you can't.
Boat guess.
Boat giss. I wouldn't
Most
be
of
a
them
fisherman.
can't even drink. Period. When they're on contract, they're not allowed to leave the boat
Jesus
for
Christ.
65 days.
I would just fucking jump off and die in the ocean. God, that sounds like it
Well,
sucks.
that's what's great
You guys
about
don't even
international
sing?
Water.
No, they love playing Eminem and other terrible white.
What
hip-hop
kind
artists.
of Eminem? Like 90s or 90s, early 2000s Eminem?
Later, Eminem show is everything after that.
I'll take Eminem show.
No,
I
not
like Eminem
not
show.
not even Eminem show, but everything post Eminem show.
Oh, dude, Eminem
What's the
should have
song
Eminem
like,
should have died before he
Give
made his
You a
return to
Mockingbird
being
or
this-
whatever,
oh,
and
God.
that one about popping bottles or whatever. That era of Eminem.
So if I were to go become a sailor, or not a sailor, you guys aren't sailors. They don't call them sailors anymore.
No,
Yeah, fisherman.
there you go.
If I were to go join the fisherman brigade and fucking, I don't know what fucking union you guys are called, but
Seafarers.
seafarers. Mm-hmm. So if I were to go on a boat and start singing like old school sea shanties,
You would.
watch out, Twigger. She's a proper, you know, like it's starting to
Anything
sing.
from the
Would everybody
Assassin's
be like?
Creed
Would
4.
everybody just be like, "Who the fuck is this?"
What are you
dude?"
doing? Yeah. What do you do with a drunken?
Do you guys even
sailor?
wear like? Do you
Thrown
guys even
overboard.
wear like yellow fucking
orange?
what? Not the
always
yellow, not
orange.
the yellow coats
Orange.
with like the little triangle fucking yellow hats,
No, orange.
dude. This
Triangle
image of
hats.
sailors are fucking.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
This is
I
dumb.
know he's like the Gordon's fisherman fucking packaging, man. Jesus. Jesus, we got
Talking like you guys were shipping for Bubba
We
Shrimp.
gotta ask Claude the 3 questions. It's like we're like almost 40 minutes in.
It's just too good. And then we've asked Hailey the questions, right?
Yes.
But we haven't asked her the newer question. So they're both gonna get that one.
Yes.
All right. So Claude, what's your favorite sports moment?
I don't know. Remember, it was like the year after the Seahawks lost the Super Bowl to the interception. It was either before a playoff game or it was a playoff game, but Blair Walsh misses that
Oh
goal.
yeah, that was a playoff game.
Minnesota.
rat. That was my favorite, just because I don't know.
Babe,
hard
was
to
that
remember.
was that the game that fucking Andy threw up at? 'Cause no, it wasn't. It wasn't that. That was the game we found out Jackie totaled his car. Oh yeah. Fuck. Rest and
Remember
rip.
that?
That was a sad morning.
Oh my god.
I can't believe I didn't tell the story when my mom was here about the time I lost my car in the woods. She was so mad at me.
He has a story about being lost in the woods.
But did he lose his car, though?
Almost. Well,
Anyways, I'll save it for the next time my mom's on. But
when is that? Like your live show?
oh, we're gonna have a crossover with my sisters when they come out for our wedding shower in March.
Oh.
We'll have to get. I don't know how we're gonna get all fucking 8 of us with my mom, my sisters, and me, and you, and Vito, and Colin, and.
It's gonna look like a fucking Italian dinner.
When we're out here for my wedding, we'll have to just record like 10 episodes because we gotta have one with Tim on, man. He's our biggest fan.
Yeah, Tim's got to join on. And by the way, Hailey's our campaign manager for Beefy Boys Bath Water. She will be hand scooping. The reason why we're going to be taking payments on these
Talking about
because
the other Haley.
she's hands. No, we're talking about you.
I'm kidding.
You're going to be hand scooping bath water while me, Joe, and Vito live record from the bathtub. You guys can buy it. I think it's going to be $69.69. And Claude's going to be our newest cam girl. So we're starting a movement here.
You remind me, do you know how much a wedding license costs in King County?
No.
$69.
What?
Dead serious, man. That's real.
Oh my god.
Do you get it for free if you 69 in front of them, or is it just
no.
like, oh, well, that's fucking stupid. It's $69. What if we 69 in front of you? Oh!
Ayo.
Yeah.
All right. So, Claude, what is your favorite video game? Do you play video games?
Yeah, I do.
What's your favorite video game of all time?
Oblivion.
Okay, interesting choice. Why Oblivion specifically?
It was the first like RPG. Is it an RPG?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Open world game where you could just run around, do all the shit you want, and I don't know. I just played the hell out of it forever.
That
And
was like the one, because I played Morrowind and I played a lot of Skyrim, but I really didn't play much Oblivion.
I played Morrowind too, but that was so complicated and hard compared to Oblivion. And then Skyrim was just dumbed down. It had pretty graphics, but it was like it didn't have the feel.
I mean, it didn't have Patrick Stewart, although he dies in the first hour. Spoilers, I guess, for Oblivion.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. He was the emperor who dies in the beginning in the dungeon. You didn't recognize his voice?
No.
We must close the gates of... Because then he gets stabbed by a demon or whatever. That's real. Look it up.
Oh my god. Jesus.
What are you playing right now?
What am I playing? I just started playing Madden 20 last
Okay. Anything?
week. No, I can't think of anything.
Madden 20?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had Madden 19.
I have it too.
Oh, look at him getting into the Maddens. Look at that.
Snore. And you're playing Call of Duty.
Oh, nonstop.
Yeah.
And just getting my fucking
Snore.
ass kicked. She's had to see firsthand how fucking
Yeah,
terrible I am.
even
at that.
try to help you out, and then they shoot you and you die.
I think like the most distracting part of that game is they have everything be so fucking loud. We're taking realism to the next level. Yeah, you don't have to blow my fucking ears out and give me PTSD. Because like, it's literally like the game starts and the helicopters that drop you off in the multiplayer maps are the loudest fucking things on. I've never heard anything so loud in a video game. And then, babe, the kill streaks, like how fucking loud are those? Remember last night?
Why don't you just turn the volume down, man?
You do. The volume's on like 6, and I'm still getting yelled at because it's turned up.
Do they yell kill streak at you or
It
something?
wasn't that loud last night.
No, the kill streaks are like big fucking.
Gotta get you a headset, man.
They're like I have a fucking headset, and that's what was blowing my eardrums out. So I had to turn the game, or had to mute it on the TV, and then I had to turn it had to go into the settings and turn the game volume all the way down to like almost 0. It was on like 20%, and it's like kill streaks have like helicopters that come in and shoot like missiles and shoot machine guns. It's just oh god, so loud, but it's fun. The cross-platform is what it's all about. Because I'm playing with people who are on PC.
Oh yeah, it is cross.
And people who are playing on PS4.
You have to make an Activision account or whatever.
Yeah, but I've had my Activision account for fucking decades, so that wasn't a problem for me. But it's cool playing with people on PS4, playing with people on PC, especially the PC gamers, because there's a 2-on-2. And my brother were playing my brother and I were playing 2v2, and we were playing against nothing but PC players, and they're the master race.
Well, because they have a mouse. I mean,
I'm on PC, and I'm the most accurate shooter on earth. They got their
because they have a
fucking
mouse,
salads
it's-
tossed.
yeah.
We tossed them, and Jackie hasn't played a Call of Duty in maybe 8 or 9 years, and we were fucking killing him. But last night,
PC is Master Race though.
PC is not master race.
See, I could hook up a controller to my computer.
So are you gonna
true.
get the new Call of Duty and play?
No. I can't do first-person shooters.
Oh, does it get you
I only
sick?
played Halo
Make your-
1.
Make your tummy hurt.
Yeah.
I gotta give a shout out to a game I've been playing. It's called Control. It's by the same guys who did Alan Wake. It's really spooky. It's like X-Files or Twin Peaks, but you're basically, it's hard to describe. You're in this like clandestine secret government organization called the Federal Bureau of Control, and you have like mind control powers, and it's all about how like all this spooky shit is real, but the government's just constantly covering it up. And then there's zombies. They call them hiss. They infect you by talking at you. It's crazy.
Oh, it sounds like a show.
It's awesome. Yeah, it is like a TV show. In fact, the worst parts of it are the video game parts. Like shooting the zombies is the least interesting part of this game, honestly.
What's it called?
Control.
Control.
Is that your Google Play or your Apple Play or whatever?
No, that's on the
it's called?
PS4. Oh, you want to talk about... Speaking of Apple Arcade, I got to give a shout out to Cardpocalypse, which is a single... This is a Joe game. It's a single-player card battling RPG where you play as like an elementary school kid. So like the kids modify all the house rules and like put stickers on their cards and shit. Anyways, it's really fun. And it's free on Apple Arcade, so... And it's like a big, beefy game, man. I play it every day on the bus for the past week, and I'm not even 20% done yet.
Damn.
It's awesome.
Babe, what game are you playing right now?
Modern Warfare.
Lego
If it counts.
Pirates.
Oh yeah, that game freaking sucked.
Fuck that game. Fuck
Hated
those
that
Lego
goddamn
games.
game.
What? The Lego games are great. What are you talking about?
No way,
Lego,
man.
Lego
They're
Harry Potter
lame.
is the bomb.
I was
man.
watching her play Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, and I had to put an end to it. I was like, fuck this
You know what
game.
creeps me out about those? I don't know if it's with Pirates of the Caribbean, but some of the newer ones have the actual like voice tracks from the movie.
Oh, that's creepy.
Like Lego fucking Gandalf is like Ian McKellen's voice. It's like so weird. Oh, it was Star Wars. It was Force Awakens. I was playing Lego Force Awakens, and like Lego Rey is just straight up like Daisy Ridley. Like, you don't have to hold my hand or whatever she says. Like, oh my god, this is so weird.
So I've got a few people who can answer this question, and I think I may have asked it before, but I don't think I've asked Hailey or Claude. And I know your answer, obviously, babe. I know yours. But Joe, do you like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings better as like a trilogy? Like let's say
are we talking expanded
universe? Yes.
So all of Star Wars versus all of Lord of the Rings. Star Wars, hands down.
Yes.
Hands down. Lord of the Rings is boring as hell.
You fucking suck, dude. You have long hair and a beard. I thought you were
my
gonna be
God.
fucking with that Lord
Yes.
of the Rings. This
Yes.
sucks.
Jeez.
I thought you were gonna
Yes.
love that shit.
Did you read the books? Have you read the books?
Of Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Do I read ever? No.
They're boring as...
That's why I'm retarded. I
You know
just
how
watch
much
the
singing?
movies.
Like 20% of those books is just singing.
What about you, Claude? Lord of the Rings or Star Wars?
Lord of the Rings, but just barely. What I have against Star Wars sometimes, it's a little cheesy for me.
It's all cheesy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the older
Again,
ones.
20% of Lord of the Rings is fucking singing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my god.
Those are the books, not the movies. I wouldn't watch it if 20% of the fucking movies were a bunch of dirty feet hobbit singing. You know, I wouldn't do that shit. But I gotta go with Lord of the Rings. I just think the universe is... I just like that Middle Earth shit a little bit more than I do like fantasy space, especially with these last few Star Wars movies. Bunch
Last
of
Jedi is the
trash.
best Star Wars movie.
No.
That's the official Beefy Boys opinion. Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie.
I think when you said that, I was like, oh, okay, he doesn't know what he's
I
doing.
like the
No.
one that
Hey, your
they both
movie
die.
friend agreed with me.
I loved Rogue One. I hated Last
Last
Jedi.
Jedi is the best Star Wars movie, man.
Why?
Why? Because it subverts the expectation of a Star Wars movie. It's different. That's why.
How is
it's
it
not exactly the same. Like Episode 7 is literally A New Hope. Like they even have a Death Star. They just call it Star Killer Base or whatever. It's ridiculous.
Dude, Last Jedi was literally a Star Wars movie rolled into one. At least Rogue One set up the Star Wars universe, and then they all fucking
Rogue
died
One
at
was
the
like a
end.
fun popcorn movie.
It was fun,
Yeah.
yeah. See, I liked it.
I was annoyed.
Han Solo fucking sucked.
I need to see that movie.
What?
That
I
movie
was
blew.
annoyed at Rogue One because
Oh, never mind.
they have that shot in the trailer where she's like, "I'm a rebel. We rebel." That's not in the movie, and I was waiting for that moment the whole time because that was such
Worst
a cool line.
Star Wars ever.
I just like how they both die. At the
Episode
end.
2 is the worst
It's kind
Star
of
Wars,
refreshing.
and
I do
They're
too.
not like,
by
oh
far.
my god, they lived.
We get to fly out of here while this fucking planet explodes.
Right.
It's like, no, they just sat at the beach
You
and they're
knew
like,
they would
fuck,
die.
we're going to die.
That's when you see Vader at his most badass is in the 5 minutes he's in that movie, man.
And,
Not even.
you know, I just think Star Wars has so many. I think when I think of Lord of the Rings movies, I think the weakest one out of the whole, you know, The Hobbit, and then you got the regular Lord of the Rings. The weakest one out of all of them was the third one, which was Return.
Really? There's 3 Hobbit movies, you know, and they're all boring as sin.
You're wrong, dude.
Oh my god.
Dude, I thought you were gonna. I was so excited for you to like finally fucking agree with me on something.
Joe
and he
kind of
just-
looks like that hairy warrior dude. You know what I'm talking about?
Grimace. No, Gimli.
Grimace from
Gimli.
fucking
Gimli.
McDonald's land?
No, fucking Jackie called me Grimace when I dressed in my purple and black. We went to the gym and he called me Grimace.
Jesus Christ.
I was fucking upset.
Oh, man.
Sucks being big as it is, and then to go to the gym to better myself, and he goes, "Oh, Grimace showed up." Thanks. Fuck. We have the Grimace photo. If I can find it through the 12,000 memes I have, you know, I'll probably post it, but we'll see. So, okay, I'm gonna ask Claude the other question. So, Claude, what's a perfect album for you?
That's tough.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
So, I'm super split between like classic rock and hip hop rap. So classic rock wise, I have to like be super stereotypical and go with Dark Side of the Moon.
That's a good album. It's a great album.
I like that it tells a story through its songs, and the songs are just great by themselves. I don't know.
I think out of all the classic rock, I'm not too big on it, but I think my favorite is probably Pink Floyd. I'd say that they're the ones that I could actually listen to. But I don't know, I just that old classic rock, it doesn't really like it hits home to a lot of people, just not me, man. I'm
It's
more
just
of
because
a
you have bad taste.
So otherwise,
Joe's
Shots
killing me this
fired.
episode.
Illmatic. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. You and I were listening to Illmatic in your car because your tape reader wouldn't work. We listened to it for like 3 months because it was the only thing that was in your car and it wasn't the radio. So it's like 3 months of Illmatic, but I was fine with it. I fucking love that album.
Claude is lounging like he's in like a psychiatrist.
I don't think I've
chair.
ever seen him. I don't think we've
he's
never
about to
seen
take
a
a
guest.
nap.
We've never seen a guest this comfortable.
This is a new look for sure.
That's
That's
just-
the last question.
That's his thing. And the last question, I'll let you answer I'll let you ask the grand
I
question.
guess
there's
it's for
another
both
one?
of them, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, babe, what's your perfect album?
I think we talked about this before too, didn't we?
Yeah.
We did, but I can't remember what it was. But now there's so much more because before when we had you on, Midland's new album wasn't out, and
yeah.
you didn't even fucking know who Midland was. So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously with On the Rocks and
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's that one song I don't like though, on Midland's album that you love for some
that's
odd
fucking
reason.
good. The whole album's
No.
good.
Well, that
whole
one song
album's good.
sucks, but I mean, I just
That
don't-
song does not suck. See, I
it
don't know why.
does. I don't
See,
like
I think
it.
Claude would like that song because it's like a old,
Yeah,
like older style of.
I don't know. I didn't like
It's
it.
very Bob Dylan-y. I don't like Bob Dylan, but it's
Why
very. What's that?
We're gonna get a copyright strike, man.
That's true. Just by
much
rambling
on point.
words. Tambourine man, won't you play along for me?
That's how he talks too, you know.
That too much of that shit. I can't.
Is Bob Dylan in the room right now? trying.
He's a great fucking songwriter, but he can't sing his own songs, which frustrates the fuck out of me.
Then that's the counterpoint to whoever always complains. These musicians don't even write all their own music, but it's a different skill set, man. Some people are good at singing and can't write songs for shit. Some people are great songwriters and can't sing worth a damn.
Yeah, but Bob Dylan's not a fucking pop singer, so it's like you're not expecting him.
60s
I mean,
or
he's not fucking writing fucking song lyrics for Demi Lovato and Beyonce.
It is a little more deep than baby, 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 yeah, or whatever. Thank you. Okay, so
the fucking rappers making their weird ass like guest features with like 13-year-olds on songs. Like, Ludacris, get the fuck out of here. Justin Bieber's like 12.
can rappers
Why are you hanging out with him?
saying the year in the song? Because that instantly dates you.
It's 2019.
1997. I'm all
I've never heard of
2008. You're
that.
all 2000 and late. They do it all the time.
Really? I feel
Never heard that?
I feel like I've never heard of that.
This is how we chill from 93 till.
Exactly.
I like that one, though.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, like
Anyway.
I didn't notice that.
But like when they're like, "Oh yeah, it's me." I'm guilty of that. Back when I used to make music, like back when I used to make fucking stupid rap music, it was like, you know, we would go in there and be like 2018.
Yeah.
It's like nobody knows who the fuck I am. Nobody cares, and then I'm still not doing shit. It's like 2016, and then 2019 rolls around. I'm like, God damn it! I'm still.
He's got to
fucking
dub over that
sitting
part
here-
of the track.
Still fucking sitting here playing Modern Warfare like it's 2009. It's 2009 in here. So, baby, what's your now as of current? Now that you're back on the show, and you're officially a reoccurring guest, what's your perfect album?
I think I gotta still stick with my man. So until he releases a new album.
Is it Bruno Mars?
Yes.
Oh.
How'd you guess that, pal?
Shocking, I know.
Yeah.
Her Facebook name doesn't show that at all.
Well, I have to. I gotta do that. I gotta go incognito with my
That's
last
true.
name. So that's my since I was like what I think 15 since I've been listening to him.
I thought you were a big Justin Bieber fan when you were 15.
No, 14 when I met you. I was.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You guys have been dating since you were 14.
No, we met each other when we were 14.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
weird.
I
You know
had
what?
one from
The
when I was
weirdest thing is
14.
I don't even think to think about how crazy and how small of a chance that our paths would cross again. I was at fucking Riverside for 1 year.
Yeah.
And that was actually where I learned how to skip school. So I was like, oh, fuck
When
yeah.
you just don't go to school. What are you talking? You learned how to skip school.
Well, dude, I went to Catholic school all the way up until I was a freshman in high school. So you can't do that shit when you're at, when you're
you
at
had
a
a
Catholic school, or
uniform and
else you
shit?
get or else you get fucking expelled. I'm not gonna do that. But when I go to a public school, and then some of my good friends are like, "Yo, let's go back to my place and play Modern Warfare 2." Okay, fuck this.
I went to Catholic school when I was a kid, and they instituted like a student of the month club to encourage better academic standards. And I won
yeah.
it the first 2 months the program was available, like in a row.
Nerd.
I know I was there. But then I learned that, oh, you know what happens when you don't do your homework? Nothing happens. The police don't come grab you or anything, so I just stopped doing all my homework. So my grades went from like A's to D's in like 4th grade. So the nun who ran the school was so mad about this, she canceled the program and told everyone in an announcement that she was sick of all our shit. This was a nun.
Sweet.
That's
So I was the only student ever to win Student of the Month.
We made our. I hope I can one day get somebody I went to school with in middle school to come onto the show, because I think our grade was probably the worst. Like the worst class I think St. Catherine's had ever seen. And it was not because we were like, well, it was actually just because we were a bunch of assholes. That's pretty much all it was.
Yep.
We made our language arts / art teacher cry once because she was yelling at somebody and we kept laughing at her. And you got a room full of 25 kids laughing at you, and you're an art teacher on top of that. You're most likely just gonna fucking cry. But
Damn.
pretty crazy, man. The Spanish teacher cried. I think that was like the grade before us made our Spanish teacher like full on have a fucking meltdown. And then we got the Spanish teacher that had a full on beard. She looked like you, Joe. It was pretty
Oh, with my
impressive.
beautiful long beard. Here.
When I met you, I thought it was her.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. And then you ended up talking to me, and I was like, never mind, that's not her. But we were just we were an interesting class. I love a lot of those classmates, and it's weird seeing where everybody is 10 years down the road. It's been 10 years since we graduated St. Catherine's. I can't even believe I graduated St. Catherine's. My dad didn't want to pay the fucking lunch fee, so they didn't give me my diploma on my graduation. I had I think the lunch fee was the lunch fee was like $6. And my dad was like, fuck no, I'm not going to pay them $6.
Almost as good as them trying to hold me back in kindergarten because I couldn't skip.
I got held back in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Not because I was like retarded or anything, but because I have a birthday June 25th and the cutoff was June 18th.
So you're the oldest kid in first grade then?
I was the oldest kid in first grade. I was the oldest kid in 8th grade, and I was the one that was getting in trouble the most. And it was just kind of like, that was like the beginning of my downfall of like me being in school. I hated school, man. School sucks. And right now, to not be a dick or anything, I've seen where a lot of people that I went to school with that went to big colleges, I see where they're at now, and I'm praying for you, because fuck. I'm fucking glad I'm not in that shit. At fucking Riverside when I met you, babe, I wasn't a piece of shit. I was nervous because it was my first public school. I had never seen people fight at school before, so it was like my first week. Yeah. I saw like a bunch of Mexicans get stomped out, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. The school was like segregated in like 4 different corners.
Yeah, that was funny. I remember that.
It was like yee white dudes hanging out in one, seniors in the other, which was like a mixed batch, and then you had like the black kids and the Mexicans and the Asians. Mm-hmm. And the Asians were like all at the lunch table doing homework. It's pretty stereotypical, man. They were all at the table doing homework. The Mexicans were all. They looked. Auburn Mexicans look like stereotypical Mexicans.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about like
we are skirting the line again. Be careful.
Well, I mean, I can.
I want to go. What is a yee white person? Is
dude,
this like a juggalo? Is that
no? That's a. What do they say? What do the juggalos say? That's right. That's it. God, that just fucking... There's a lot of juggalos there, too. But they usually ended up getting beat up in the park next door, so nobody really thought about them. Then there's a security guard, fucking Todd.
Todd, yeah. Oh, my God.
Former meth addict, got his ass stomped out constantly. You see this guy, he's your security guard, he's got fucking 3 black eyes a week.
Why are they just beating up on the security
Because he would catch him smoking in the park next door, and he'd chase after him, and then like a group of 6 people would
just
never learn his lesson? No.
No.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
I'm just doing my job.
Hey, you come back here. Chase after him.
Did they give him any weapons? He didn't have like a club or something?
No.
Dude, this guy was a fucking... This guy had no teeth. This guy was a former meth head. Former meth head. You're not going to give this guy weapons? You kidding me?
To use on children, I suppose.
Yeah.
Right. I suppose that's fair.
Our school wasn't all that bad, but it was definitely like segregated in a strong way.
Were you there where that whole banana thing happened?
Yes. That was our freshman year.
Yeah, because I wasn't there. I was in Disneyland.
That was bad. We won't really talk about that because that was bad. But, I mean, that district has got some history of some bad shit. Like when White River hung Obama dolls all over their school when he got elected. That was not good. That actually made the news. And I almost went to White River. I would have been fucking killed if I went there.
Oh.
Claude, you played against Compton in high school.
Yeah.
Is that bragging rights to you at all?
Yeah, I'd say so. We were this shitty travel team, football, like city team. I didn't even play for a school team, but we were out of our division and just had to like.
You guys didn't even have a school team?
No, well we did, but I didn't play for that one. So,
I see.
Yeah, we were the Tri-City Steelers. Anyway, yeah, we went over to Compton and Inglewood. Good times. We never won a game with that team. 0.
Dude. Fuck.
The Inglewood guys were super respectful, like polite people. Oh.
But I mean, Inglewood like breeds football players.
They do.
So it's like, you're playing these teams in big areas that a lot of these guys that go to like, you know, Pac-12 schools all go to high school. And like even our schools here, we had like there was a school that was like a majority Samoans, and those guys very polite, but when you're on the field, they will fuck you up because they're good at football. They're big bodies and they're gonna fucking throw your ass all over the place. I think one of the offensive line in a high school was they averaged 315 pounds, and they were like 6 foot. How the fuck are you supposed to do that as like a 200-pound freshman? And that was big. I was like a big freshman at like 220 pounds.
I feel you. I was the biggest player on my team as a tight end at like a whopping 130 pounds.
Weren't you a tight end and a linebacker?
No, just tight end. Oh, at cornerback. I was a cornerback. Yeah. Yeah. I got my ass kicked all the time. They had one play for me where I would catch a ball. Never caught the ball.
Oh my god.
They tried putting me at quarterback because maybe you could throw. Nope. I literally had no concept of what a team sport is, so I would just do my own thing, and if that was like just blocking somebody, I was happy with it.
Yeah, you remind me of when I was in like 4th or 5th grade. I was on my little league team, and I was awful. And they had me playing like second base or shortstop or something. And I was really flat-footed, like I could not get to the ground balls. So my coach kept shouting at me, "Joe, you got to be on the balls of your feet." And I didn't know what that meant. I thought the balls were like the middle part where it's like rounded. So I was always standing on my heels. Like I would lean further back whenever he would shout that at me. Just worsened my reaction time even further. But your story, and I think I told this previously, of how you were the tallest kid on your team. It reminded me of like my 7th or 8th grade church youth league basketball team, where we played this game against this team that was clearly like their tallest. I mean, it was like 7th or 8th grade, but their tallest kid was like a foot shorter than our shortest kid. So we at halftime of this game, we were up 40-0. And then we as fucking shitty 13-year-olds wanted to shut them out, but the coach was like, "You have to let them score. You have to let them score." We're like, "Why? We want to pitch a shutout in basketball." He's like, "That's not allowed." It's fucking church youth league, man. You can't be shutting out another team.
Oh my god.
Have you guys ever watched Blue Mountain State?
No.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they played against the church for the fucking they all went like celibate
Oh right.
to like get their football team better, to go undefeated. That's what it was. And they had a charity game against the church during their fucking bye week, and they blew the church out like 112-0.
Awesome.
Dude, that show underrated, man. It's one of the best football shows ever.
I think it's properly rated.
Dude, until they made that movie, like I thought that the guys who made it were geniuses, and when I heard that they were making a movie, I was like, okay, this could be really fucking good. And then the movie came out, and I was like, fuck, they shouldn't have not have done this. They should have just kept it, you know? Is Spike TV even a fucking thing anymore?
No, it's the Paramount Network now. And they
Really?
only show reruns of Kitchen Nightmares and Bar Rescue, man. Yeah, Spike TV's dead.
Damn. I used to watch a lot of Spike TV. 1,000 Ways to Die.
Rip.
That show was so awesome.
Let's get back on track.
Oh.
The grand question.
The grandest
I
question.
had a good story on
tell
that.
tell that story after the grand question.
Yeah. Yeah. Claude and Hailey, what are your thoughts on late 90s / early 2000s NuMetal powerhouse Limp Bizkit?
Who?
Limp Bizkit.
I hate to say that I don't think I've ever purposely listened to one of their songs, so I have no idea what they sound like. But the first thing that comes to mind when I hear Limp Bizkit is like straight up posers.
Damn. Your girlfriend and best friend throwing you under the bus, man. Breaking your heart over there.
I don't even know who that is.
Just like dudes who pretend they can skate, they can't even kickflip.
Kickflips are hard, man.
They wear baggy jeans with chains and pretend to fuck you
Yeah,
up.
exactly. I mean, he's got the image down.
Backwards red Yankees caps, you know.
I was gonna say, dude, Fred Durst, take that fucking hat off because you don't play baseball, dude.
Oh,
fucking put dude posers. That breaks my heart. I fucking love those. I fucking love those guys. Just one more fight. Oh wait, I can't.
Are they like rap rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slash
Yeah,
NuMetal.
I'll
I just,
stick with what I
looked
was
them up.
saying.
They look creepy.
The only
It's all
like
about the
somewhat.
he said, she said bullshit. They did a cover of Faith by George Michael. It's bad.
Oh.
It's fucking awesome.
All right. That's going to be a no for me, dog.
You guys are mean. My mom would be so sad to hear this.
Your mom does love Limp Bizkit.
She fucking loves Limp Bizkit.
For real?
Oh yeah, for real. She'll fucking kill somebody if they talk shit about Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Someone did that with Bruno Mars.
She took us to go see Korn. She loved Korn too. She took us to go see Korn, and I think it was Mudvayne
Oh.
at the Tacoma Dome when we were in like fucking 2nd or 3rd grade. That was a party. That shit was a party.
Corn.
40.
Korn, dude.
Disturbed.
Yeah.
So those are two bands I associate with posers.
Dude, fuck you, dude. I love Korn and Disturbed. Well, I love Disturbed. They're like a guilty pleasure for me.
I'm just thinking of the people I knew that wore Korn, Disturbed, and Limp Bizkit shirts were the biggest posers I've ever known.
Dude, that's NuMetal, man. So what do you think about Linkin Park?
I love Linkin Park.
You're a poser, dude. They're NuMetal.
Yeah, but they're cool.
They're the exact same band as Limp Bizkit. Just not all of them are alive today.
Yeah.
Are there music videos as cool as Linkin Park? Because
That's a good question.
Gotta watch Numb. That is some cool shit.
Well, I've seen the music videos for both, but I'm gonna have to touch up on that one, and I'll answer that.
I was gonna say though earlier, Linkin Park is the only rap rock I'll listen to. Is that what NuMetal is?
No.
Sort
Is
of.
that what you're saying?
So, I mean, they're part of NuMetal, but NuMetal is like Korn and Mudvayne and Disturbed and
Well, Limp Bizkit's NuMetal.
yeah, Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park, but
Yeah.
Slipknot is NuMetal.
I mean, straight rap rock is like 311, even parts of Sublime, man. But you know, NuMetal is like.
I remember you trying to
rap
say that
rock with, like,
fucking
a heavier
Sublime was a
guitar riff.
ska band, dude.
No, I said Sublime is definitely not a ska band.
Oh.
And then everyone was like, yeah, they're definitely ska. I'm like, you guys are idiots. Also, fun fact, I don't know if I ever talked about this, but do you know? So, here we go. Quick quiz. Which is older, ska or reggae?
Reggae.
I'm gonna be the odd dog and
fall
say
into the
ska.
trap like that.
I'm gonna say ska.
The answer is ska. Ska can be traced back to like 1952. It was born out of calypso, and then reggae was born out of ska. It's just slowed down ska. Fun facts.
Both are pretty terrible. But whatever floats your boat.
Last time I went to visit my parents, they're really into reggae now that they've seen a Ziggy Marley concert.
Oh, jeez.
These are two like white-ass Eastern Europeans with like Romanian accents, just like blasting Ziggy Marley out in their backyard.
Oh my
chilling in the
god.
jacuzzi.
My mom somehow got into fucking reggae music. I don't know how, but all of a sudden it's like now we have these Sonoses all over the house, and it's like we fucking hear it all day long. Just that terrible slow
Yeah.
snooze.
When I was in college in Maine, there was this comedian. He was very famous in Maine. He was from Maine. His name was Bob Marley. And everyone was so excited because like, oh my God, Bob Marley's playing here. I'm so excited to go to the Bob Marley show. I'm like, why is everyone around here so into reggae? I'm so confused. Like, no, the comedian, Bob. What are you talking about?
Bob Marley.
This was like
I know.
this guy was like the whitest guy ever. A comedian from
Was he?
Maine.
Hopefully, he was a white dude with dreads.
No, he's just a generic white dude. He's in the Boondock Saints for like a minute.
Sup, bro? Can I borrow everything? Babe, you had a story to tell.
Oh yeah, with the 1,000 Ways to Die. My God, like I remember it was like yesterday. You did
It was the first day I met you.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, it was the first week.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I remember like the last night. I forgot what episode it was, but this guy was screwing this thing that looked like a heartbeat, and it was like thumping. And then I remember I was talking to you and Levi about it, and then he started humping the table in front of Miss Lenahan for like a minute.
I was humping the table, and then the tables went like folding over each other, and I caused a big scene. And our fucking teacher caught notice, and that was when she started to hate me. And then, it didn't help that me and Levi blew up the microwave while we were watching a movie.
Oh yeah! Oh my
god! We put like a fucking screw in there with. We were making popcorn for the movie. We have a microwave in the back.
Was this the same day?
No,
this was like 3 months after.
Yeah.
We were told to like make popcorn for the movie, and so we put 2 bags of popcorn in there and a screw. And the fucking microwave like exploded. What happened? What happened to the? It like caused it was pretty bad. That microwave was fucked. But it was smoking and shit, and we were trying to get this popcorn out. The popcorn blew up the microwave. We don't know what happened. No, we fucking threw a screw in that bitch, and we were like, let's see if the popcorn can outdo the screw. If the popcorn can beat the screw in the microwave. Did not work. Although I've seen a video of somebody putting a bag of popcorn in their microwave and then putting their cell phone in there to film it, and then having their cell phone like fucking
People are dumb.
People are fucking.
Oh, you mean like Claude
stupid.
Earlier when I saw him close the microwave and pull out a beer? Did you just microwave that can of beer?
Claude
He's like,
loves
I was gonna, but it's metal.
Claude loves his warm beer.
Really? I'm still confused.
Claude loves his Rainier and he loves his warm
But like
beer.
hot, like a hot tea, like
Not hot. No, I wouldn't have hot beer.
just warm.
Lukewarm.
Like so, you leave
Room
it. So
temperature.
when you have a shower beer, you got to wait for it to warm up first.
I've never had a shower beer, but yeah, that'd be nice.
Shower beers are nice. Man.
Shower beers are fucking great.
I wouldn't drink a Coors Light in the shower, but because the whole point
I
of Coors
probably
Light is
would.
it has to be so cold you can't taste how terrible
It
it
already
is.
tastes like soap, so it would be appropriate.
You guys are assholes. Fucking love Coors Light. Dude, Rainier saved your life. And you didn't even, like, say anything to him, dude. You should have been like the dude who... So, I think in, like, the same winter, you got stranded in the mountains in your car. Mm-hmm. And you had to dig your fucking tire out. But the same winter, on the East Coast, somebody got buried in snow in their car, and they were in their car for 3 days. They couldn't get out. They couldn't do anything, but he was rescued. But he was in there for 3 days with no food. The one thing that kept him alive was Taco Bell hot sauces that he had in his car. So
Consuming his calories 5 at a time.
So this guy had hot sauces in his little glove box that kept him alive. And when he told his story, Taco Bell gave him free food for a year.
Damn.
Because they were like, well, why the fuck not? Dude, when you came out of that situation, you should have added Rainier big time.
I can't say it was good food. Getting kind of like pretty much drunk at high altitude when you're like have no food in you and you're starving feels pretty terrible.
The carbs of the beer keeping you alive.
It's got calories.
Then you burn fucking poison oak.
Oh, that was just so bad.
Claude comes back, he's just red, like, dude, it looked like he was sunburnt.
Yeah, I tried lighting a fire, and it was winter. There was some brush nearby, so I pulled these sticks, lit it on fire, put my face up in the smoke, trying to get this fire lit. I come back like 3 days later, and I'm all itchy, my eyes and like
Ooh.
face is red, my hands are, forearms are all itchy. Oh yeah, I got like classic poison oak burn. And like, thank goodness I didn't inhale that smoke because I probably would have like been toast 2 days later.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's fucking scary, man.
Yeah.
Claude's
I
a
still
wonder.
don't tell people when I go out sometimes.
You should. I told you to.
Yeah.
But I actually remembered why you were barfing your guts out at Dunn Lumber.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
We went out with Justin for the first time. Justin was like, I'm going to take you guys out. And it was a Friday. And we fucking... That was the first time we drove down 99, going 99, with no seatbelts or anything like that. And then we go from Greenwood to Soto in, I think it was like 7 minutes. And I'm talking like not Soto's in like the stadiums. I'm talking like deep ass Soto.
The Monkey Loft.
We went to the Monkey Loft, but we didn't even go in. We stayed outside.
Car bar.
Fucking car bar, dude. All they had were those fucking IPAs. And we went to Taco Bell afterwards on the way home. And then you threw up in Taco Bell. And then from there on, you were sick. And the next day, you were barfing your guts out. And then we had the plague go through Dunn Lumber. Where you, me, Justin, Dan, fucking all taking turns, diarrheaing and throwing up in the bed. Dude,
Luckily,
we were literally...
I was home at that point. I had 2 days off, but yeah, I thought I was gonna die.
Dude, it looked like
it was the sickest I've ever been in my life.
It looked like the apocalypse. We're walking around. Dan's in the bathroom, sick to the gills, and Justin's throwing up in Heroin Alley because there's nowhere else. And so I'm trying to help a customer, and I have to go outside and throw up. And fucking Coop was like, I need to get replacements and send all these guys home. There's a whole different crew working when we left that building. There was like 4 different people from 4 different spots that came in and worked, but everybody got sick except for Dave.
It would have killed him.
Thank God. Thank God he didn't get sick. Well, it's getting a little late here, and I gotta...
You got stuff to do.
I know. Fucking didn't think it was 5:40. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it's almost 6, man.
Oops.
I have to go find a Halloweener costume.
Oh, no. Just go as Neo. He went as Neo last year. He looked like a school shooter. I'm talking like stereotypical, like... Newgrounds, like you guys remember that website Newgrounds?
It still exists.
Yeah, like stereotypical Newgrounds school shooter.
I'm not somebody who should wear a black trench coat ever.
No, and the black circle black sunglasses. Fuck, dude, I wouldn't want you to wear that costume when the new Matrix movie comes out and you guys go see it. I don't want to see you wearing that costume anywhere. Even if you went to go see the Joker, you should have worn it when you saw the Joker, dude.
Oh my God. No, he's waiting on VHS to see that.
Yeah, that's right. He's waiting for VHS. Oh, Joe, go see the Joker so we can talk about it already, would
I
you?
don't go to the movies, man.
Oh, yeah, that's
I ain't
true.
got time for movies.
All right. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Who's got time for movies? The next movie I'll go see is Rise of the Skywalker or whatever. The Rise of Skywalker? I can't remember.
Yeah,
all
Star
I'm
Wars.
gonna go by myself seeing that, thanks to you. So yeah.
I probably will as well. 'Cause
I know,
don't
I
think my
probably,
wife
I'll go
gives
by
a shit.
myself. Yeah.
You gotta go see it. You
I
guys
guess
go see it
I'll
together.
go see it with Tim. Because I'll be back in Jersey.
We'll have to get our Christmas episode via Skype. Mm-hmm. Well, Claude, it's been an honor, babe.
Thank you very much.
It's been an honor to have you back here. Mm-hmm. Claude, it's an honor to have you on here for the first time. We hope to get you on here for...
The legend is real.
The legend's real. He's here. And there will be a part 2. There will be a part 2.
That's another 50 whatever
and next year.
episodes.
Yeah.
But we like it. We like having the ghost, the myth. Well, folks, we're going to wrap it up here because we got shit to do. The Huskies fucking suck. Seahawks play tomorrow. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait. Jameis Winston coming to Seattle. Hopefully it should work out. And I'm Christian, and I'm joined here with Joe.
Hey.
And Hailey. Mm-hmm. And Babe. And Claude.
Hello.
Thank you all for joining us, folks. It's been fun. Thank you, and good night. And Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself.
Oh.